Hey guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. It has been like a hot minute since I filmed. I know it doesn't seem like it has, but I actually went to go film the other day. I started trying to film my makeup collection video and I was just so tired and so fed up with the way that it was filming because I'm not 100% used to my new camera yet. I love it and it's great, but when it's on a tripod, but when I'm holding it and stuff, I haven't quite figured out proper angles, how to hold it and be steady and zoom and this and that. Anyway, before I rant too long, obviously if you clicked on this video, you can tell what it's about. As the title would suggest, I'm going to try and recreate my high school makeup. Now, I have seen a lot of big beauty YouTubers do this in the past. This is a pretty old challenge or whatever you might want to call it. And a lot of them, when they do it, it's intense. They have oh, I used to use this and this and this. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I only wore makeup for 1 year in high school. The summer before I was in grade 10, I got signed to this modeling agency. Now, before you ask me, would you recognize me in anything? The quick answer is no. The long answer is that every time, the way that it worked, and it's so funny because I actually found out when I started dating Tom, he was actually signed to the same agency and he got a ton of work. But when I was in it, my mom seems to think that they called me and offer me auditions and I would turn them down, but I honestly can't remember. I can remember paying the big bucks to get my headshots done. And then I would call them every week and just let them know if I was available. And if you forgot to call them, I think it was 2 weeks, then they released you from the agency because you weren't serious enough. I don't know. It was a stupid thing. But yeah, so I never did any actual work with the agency. But one thing that it did get me, like I said, is I went and did those headshots. And the way that the girl did my makeup at the photo shoot, I loved it. I loved it so much. And we were on holiday up near Horseshoe Valley. My family has a timeshare up in that area. And we went to, I think it's the Bayfield Mall is what it's called, is really what I want to say. And they had a MAC in there. And so I went with my mom and we tried to recreate the look that the girl did on me at the photo shoot. And I bought all the products that she recommended that I use. And that was my go-to makeup routine. Now, keep in mind, I was a 14-year-old girl at this point, just going to high school. Much like now, I would prefer to sleep than get up early to do makeup and stuff like that. Is why I don't wear one of the reasons I don't wear makeup to work, because I would rather just get up and go. So I only wore it for a little while. I have a photo for a little while in grade 10. But it wasn't the whole I can't even think of a word for it, the whole routine that I'm in now, where it's okay, you have to moisturize and you have to prime and then you have to put your foundation on and then you have to do this and this and this. I didn't do 90% of that stuff, and there's stuff that I do now that I don't know if it just didn't exist then, or we are in a different phase then of makeup, or if I just didn't care, but I didn't do it. So I went to, okay, another disclaimer, everything, not except maybe one thing, and that's only because I don't think they make the original one anymore, is gonna be MAC. It's I don't know how I remembered all of the products that they used down to the exact shades, but somehow I did. And so much so that these brushes, where's the other one, are the original MAC brushes that I bought when I started doing my makeup in grade 10. So it's a 224 brush, a 195 brush, and a 190 brush. These are the original brushes that I've had since then. So like I said, I'm dying right now looking at this. I was able to find a school photo from grade 10 where I was wearing the makeup, and I'll just show you guys. Trying to get the ring light shine off. Do you guys see that? That is a 14-year-old me. If anybody ever wondered what my natural hair color looks like, that's it. It's so funny because I look at this and I look kind of tanned in it. It must have been just after summer. I also look like I had maybe sunglasses on and went out in the sun or something. I had also just gotten braces, which is why I'm smiling like that instead of with any teeth. But yeah, so like I said, like it was a pretty much like no makeup look. But I went out and I repurchased all the products that I didn't already have, and so we're gonna do that today. A lot of the products I actually still have been using, like not the same ones, but like, sorry, it's hot in here. Not the exact same ones, but like newer versions of them, but some of them I haven't used since then. And one is the MAC Studio Fix powder. Now, then I wore NW20, so I got NW22 when I went. So this is like brand new. I haven't used this stuff since like I was in university, I bet, because I was still in that makeup routine. So the way that they always taught me to apply it, now this is what's killing me most, and I'm just gonna like tell you really quickly. If you guys have been here for any length of time, you know that I like to be really dewy and hydrated. Back then, I didn't put, like there was no primer in my life. There was really no moisturizer in my life. So we're gonna go bare minimum with like, I'm not gonna add anything I wouldn't have done then. So this is gonna like kill me because I'm just putting powder on a completely like unprimed, unmoisturized face. So I got it, I've got my brush. This is gonna be so funny. Oh wow, okay, I forgot how good this stuff was, like how much coverage you can get. I was thinking like, this is gonna do absolutely nothing for me. Like I think whenever I think of powders, I think of like setting powders because those are kind of the only ones that I use nowadays. Like I just don't reach for like powder foundation anymore. I don't know. I just got out of that phase. Give me 2 seconds. I just need to get some sort of a mirror. Oh, you know what? There's a mirror in the compact. I'll just kind of look in there and do it. This is hilarious. First things first, I'm not loving the powdery look. Also, I know it comes with like a sponge, but I never used that sponge even then. Look at how like dark this is picking up on here. Can you see that? That's hilarious. This is so funny. This is gonna end up looking like nothing because that was my makeup back then, was just nothing. I think it's gonna get a little bit rough when we go into doing like the concealer because it's like the heaviest of heavy matte concealers. And I have like nothing, no base or anything like that. So I would say that that's about as much as I would do then. I don't know if you guys can see really close up how powdery I'm looking, like all in this area and stuff. Oh God. It's not a very good look, is all I will say. I'm not, like I could see this being really, really good to like set makeup or something, but on its own, with no primer, nothing else, it's a little bit of a rough go. So in terms of a concealer, I used, whoopsies, the Studio Finish Concealer. This has SPF of 35. This is in NW20. This, again, is not the original one I had, but it's the same freaking shade, and I used to use a concealer brush. Somebody pray for me. Please wish me all of the luck in the world because I sense that this is just gonna look like a cakey mess. Yeah, pretty much. But like, this is what I did. I can't even like get over that. Like, this concealer's so freaking good though. Like on a regular day, if I were using it like with regular foundation and like a setting powder, this would probably look really good. I haven't used it in a while. Oh, I just concealed my eyeball. I mean, there is a drastic difference between one eye to the other, but like, it's not, I don't think it's a good difference. You guys, this makes me a little sad. Okay. I might have smoothed it out with my finger. I may not have. I don't really remember. I'm like looking at this from far away and like I can just see where the concealer is and how there's like no blending. I also normally wouldn't spot conceal. Well, I might have, but I didn't have very like bad skin then. I don't know. You guys, this is bad. Hold on. Does that make it look worse or better? Okay, I think that's a little bit better. I'm just like I'm not taking the concealer away, but I'm at least like, especially because one's in NW20 and one's in NW22. They are different shades. So I'll just kind of go back over it. Sweet. Awesome. Perfect. For eyeshadows. Now this is probably the one thing that I think like I was ahead of my own game on because I didn't learn how to do a lot of things with makeup till really, really late, but I seem to have always been like really good with neutrals and with like a transition shade. So I have 3 colors, and they made these all then, they still make them all now. So this is SHROOM. It's like this like kind of like whitish, more neutral kind of shimmery shade. That kind of goes all over the lid. And then I had Kid. This was my crease color. And then for me, I have Mystery, and I used to use this as an eyeliner. Like, that was what I did. So we're gonna go into this now. So we're gonna take Kid. Like I said, I have my old school 224 brush. Oh my god, this is just killing me inside. And I actually, like, for once did used to put this like just in my crease. It probably wasn't as good of a job as I'm gonna do right now, just from having experience doing it. But that was it. They're just like, yeah, just put that a little higher, put it in your crease. Sorry, I guess that's not helpful if I do this, is it? No, okay. So that's that done. And then I don't think I had this exact brush, but I had like a cheapy version that was quite similar to this. This is a MAC 239 brush. Just like a flat brush for sort of packing on shadows. And I would have just like taken the shadow and literally just like packed it. Oh wow, that's a lot. Too much, abort mission. Oh jeez. Oh no, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's about what it used to look like. I will give that to myself. Like, this color now is the most beautiful, like, transition-y inner corner highlight kind of color. Then I just used to wear it all over my lid like a crazy person. This eye has way more because I screwed up. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the Kid on because I think I lost it when I like overdid the SHROOM. I should be really careful, but whoever like chimes into me saying that, somebody is gonna be like at home watching that and I'm gonna be like, oh, I overdid the SHROOM, and it's gonna sound really sketchy. So the last eye step we have is to take Mystery, and this is a MAC, oh my goodness, it might be a 280 86, it might be a 236, I don't know, it's just one of these. Like, come on, focus. It's just one of these angled brushes, so I would have taken it. Oh my god, this is actually killing me inside that this is happening right now. You know what? Like, it's not my normal makeup, but it's not that bad. Like, I think... So I'm just like following as close to my upper lash line as is humanly possible. Maybe this is also the reason that like, oh god, the fallout is just insane. That I really enjoy putting on like fluid liners with these, because when I learned to do eyeliner, like from a girl at MAC way back in the, I'm talking, that photo was taken 16 years ago. And when I did that, like, I don't know, maybe that's why I prefer it. I don't know. This is just going horribly, horribly wrong. Okay. Now we'll switch and do the other eye. Certainly is very different than like if I had like a black liner. Do you know what I mean? Like what are those things called? A felt liner. Okay. Last step pretty much for face at least is a blush. This is the same, not the same exact product, but like the same color. This is MOCHA by MAC. I think I had actually decluttered this. I was really mad at myself. So I got it again, and I'm just using a ColourPop brush, because again, I don't have the blush brush that I would have used back then. But I would have, you know what, I don't even know if I would have known to have dragged it up. I definitely would have just concentrated on the apples of my cheeks. Maybe this is why I'm afraid of blush now. Look at how bad that looks. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna get the excess off and try and like make that as not sketchy as possible. 2 more bits. So again, this is not even a mascara. Hold on. Sorry about that. I thought that I had grabbed like a new mascara that I was going to try out. Anyway, the mascara I would have used back then was a MAC mascara. I don't think that they make it anymore. So I just grabbed like another MAC mascara that I happen to have. This is in Extra Dimension Lash. It's just got a big, like rubbery kind of a brush. So I would have just Now, I don't curl my eyelashes as it is now, but I certainly didn't curl them then. This is like the epitome of a no makeup look. Just like that. And the last thing, and again, I don't have the exact whatever the product was that I would have worn on my lip. Honestly, I'm just grabbing this right now. Genuinely looks like there's nothing on my lips in this picture, but I don't really know. I think if I had worn anything, it would have been, gosh, I wish I could, it might have been Bon Bell that made them, and they like, I'll find a picture and I'll put one up here, but they looked like a lighter and you like slid them up the back and it was like a lipstick that came up and they smelled so good, but that was what everybody wore. So it might have been something like that. We're going to go with just a MAC lip gloss because that seems like something I would have worn then is a lip gloss. This is Among the Stars. Just a super glittery, because that sounds like something I would have worn when I was in high school. And I guess that's it because there was definitely no setting spray in my life. There was no bronzer, no highlighter, none of that stuff. No setting powder, no eyebrows, which is fine. But yeah, so I don't know, how close did I get? I wish you guys could like see properly, like proper perspective, just because. I don't know. Close-ish, I guess. I don't know. Oh my god, this picture kills me. Why can't I have that tan anymore, though? She looks tanned. Also, the puka shells. Also, my wavy hair. God, there's so much that I look at here that I'm like, I kind of wish I could have it back, but yeah, I guess that's what growing up is. So, this is what we're left with. Ultimately, like I said, this should have been a quicker video because the makeup was really quick, but you guys know me, I talk a lot. So I think compared to like other beauty gurus, my makeup in high school was like really, really, really bad, really poor, but it just kind of shows you how far that I've come since then. Just in like getting to know how to do it and like trying to learn, and I'm still trying to learn every day how to do makeup. So it doesn't matter what you know, if you have like a passion for makeup, you can always learn more. Go to MAC, ask the girls at MAC to teach you. They're always willing to help me out. So that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate. Comment down below. Let me know what your high school makeup routine was like, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.